You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. Only in Newsday, the alleged drunk driver who crashed his car into a Deer Park nail salon has rejected a plea deal. Here's footage of the scene back in June of last year. The crash killed 4 people inside, including an off-duty NYPD officer. 65-year-old Stephen Schwally rejected a judge's offer to serve 22 years to life in prison. The Dix Hills man faces murder charges and possibly 27 years to life if convicted. And the state attorney general says no charges will be filed against the Suffolk police officers who shot and killed a knife-wielding man. Authorities say back in April, Bruce Boyd charged at officers outside his Brentwood home, gripping 2 knives.
Bruce dropped a knife.
Now, we're not showing the part when police opened fire. Letitia James's office says the use of deadly force was justified. Boyd had a history of emotionally disturbed calls, but had no criminal record. And there are still delays at New York airports, even though the government shutdown has ended. The FAA says flights will be reduced by 6% instead of rising to 10% by the end of the week. There is no word yet on when flight cuts will end, though. And after more than 230 years, the final penny has been pressed.
They've been talking about stopping it for a while because it costs more to produce the penny than a penny.
Yeah, in fact, here's video today of the last pennies being minted. When the penny debuted in 1793, you can buy a biscuit, a candle, or a piece of candy. The last U.S. coin to be discontinued was the half cent in 1857. All right, let's take a quick look at tomorrow's weather because pennies do not go as far, neither do dollars nowadays, but you can see tomorrow, at least we'll have some sun. Temps will be in the 50s, we'll have some partly cloudy skies. Of course, that 7-day forecast for you later in the broadcast. A fire burned through the historic Wells farm in Riverhead last night. The barn went up in flames, killing pigs and chickens trapped inside. Doug Geed spoke to the owners.
It just happened so fast.
Laura Wells drove by her family farm late Wednesday afternoon and all seemed normal. Not long after, though, a large fire engulfed several barns.
There was about 21 pigs and about 20 chickens in the building. Unfortunately, we could not get to the chickens for their positioning in the buildings. We lost them all.
4 of the 21 pigs were killed. The rest were rescued by Wells, his wife, their daughters, and some Riverhead town police officers. Wells says it was a terrifying and chaotic scene trying to get the animals out.
Like with any animal that's not a true pet per se, they don't want to listen to people. We wanted them to come out. They didn't want to leave their home. So we kind of had to force them out.
My daughter-in-law is amazing. She was right in there. She actually got burned from the smoke, trying to get the animals out. 2 of my granddaughters ended up going to the hospital.
Officials say they don't consider the fire suspicious, but don't know how it started either.
Suffolk County PD Arson, the Riverhead Police Department, and the Riverhead Fire Marshals are investigating the cause of the fire.
The Wells family is well known in farming circles. Their roots go back to 1661 in this area. They're believed to be the longest running family farm operation in New York State. In fact, 2 barns that were standing here that burned to the ground, they were built by hand by Wells family members more than 60 years ago.
Can't truly replace what we had, but the only thing we can really do is try to find some way to keep the business going.
So now, after nearly 4 centuries in farming, this 12th generation of the Wells lineage has to rebuild.
So much loss. I'm still numb about it. You know, you just can't, I can't fathom all the work that lies ahead.
For Newsday TV, I'm Doug Geed.
Only in Newsday, LIPA customers will have to pay for a new power line project that does not send any power to Long Island. The plan has a price tag of $800 million. Newsday energy reporter Mark Harrington tells us what's going on.
The line will almost exclusively benefit New York City by bringing in this green power. It also benefits the state and other utilities by meeting the state's climate mandates. The state has not been able to meet all those goals because of attacks on wind power and solar power by the Trump administration. However, this could be a big win for the state and for New York City. Less so for Long Island, which is contributing its share, like the rest of the state utilities, to help pay for this.
June 1990. This Newsday photo showing the despair on then 17-year-old Martin Tankleff's face as the jury reads its verdict. Guilty of killing his parents, a crime he says he did not commit.
My quest to expose what happened to me is not over.
Tankleff was arrested 2 years earlier after finding his mom, Arlene, had been killed and his dad, Seymour, clinging to life at their home in Belterre.
It became, I think, clear to him before long that police were pointing the finger at him.
Tankleff says Suffolk police forced him into a confession. Newsday's Alfonso Castillo covered the case for years.
Suffolk County Police had a confession rate that was well above the norm for anywhere in the state or even in the country. There was a lot of questions about the tactics that they were using to get those confessions.
Breaks you down physically, psychologically, and that's what happened that day.
For 17 years, Tankleff sat behind bars.
He was certain he was going to be exonerated, and it was just a question of when that was going to happen.
Finally, it did happen, December 27th, 2007.
So when Marty's case came about and we ended up proving that somebody was actually innocent through non-DNA evidence, it really did open the door for a number of other people.
Over the last 35 years, Tankleff has turned tragedy into triumph.
I made a commitment to myself and to other people that I would do everything in my power to make a difference.
Today, Tankleff is a defense attorney working for the firm which helped free him and doing the same for others. He's also a professor and created a program which seeks to free wrongfully convicted prisoners.
Since we started the program, we've been instrumental in freeing 13 people.
But to this day, no one else has been charged with the murder of his parents, and Tankleff is still searching for answers.
We're still getting new information, and I honestly know and believe that the truth, the full story, has to come out somehow, some way.
Reporting for Newsday TV, I'm Macy Egland.
These are the mega mozzarella sticks you can only find here at Babylon Social. So let's go inside and see how they're made.
Right before we opened, we knew we had to add a classic mozzarella stick to our menu. However, we didn't want to do what everyone else was doing. And we said, what's better than a mozzarella stick, but something that's mega? We realized that our guests absolutely loved to see how far they can make this mega mozzarella stick go across our restaurant.
Aww.
So we decided to have a competition on Instagram, tag your cheese pull.
Each individual mozzarella stick is actually 1 pound.
It's 1 pound of cheese.
So you're getting almost 2 pounds of cheese. So
that's a lot of cheese.
It's a very large mozzarella
stick,
yeah. The mega mozzarella stick starts with a 6-pound block of cheese. We are going to cut it twice down the middle here this way, and then we wind up turning it over one time and cutting it that way.
Okay.
Winds up making 6 pieces.
This is
a little difficult, but
it's all right.
Yeah, just work
I'm a
your way
strong
through.
guy.
There you go. So as you can see, you are getting 2 fairly large.
That is not. Look at these. Look at these cheese sticks. These are.
So they're pretty large. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me see here. You're a big guy. How tall are you?
I'm about 6'6".
Okay, let me see your hand. Go like this. All right. So. See, this is
It's
huge.
a big piece of cheese. You just want to make sure that the cheese gets fully coated. There can't be any air bubbles because the overall size of these things, if they have any air bubbles in them, the moment that you try and fry it and then you go to pick it up, it'll just kind of crumble on you.
Holy moly. Plate's heavy too. Look at these mega mozzarella sticks. I'm gonna try it plain first.
See all that one right there?
All right, come on. The crust is so crunchy. It's so crunchy, it's so good. And vodka sauce with mozzarella sticks, such a good idea.
All right, it's
so good, man. It's so good.
What's Up on Long Island is brought to you by Sun Nation Energy, helping Long Island homes and businesses save with solar for over 20 years.
All All right, here's what's up on Long Island. Lace up your sneakers for the Turkey Trail Trot. Make your way through scenic trails for a 5K run or walk at Bethpage State Park this Saturday. Or see your favorite Disney characters skate right here on Long Island. Disney on Ice is at UBS Arena through Sunday. We're grooved to singer, songwriter, and guitarist Jim Messina. He takes the stage at the Suffolk to perform hits like Your Mama Don't Dance and Angry Eyes. It's Friday night at 8 o'clock. For admission info and more events, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. All right, let's take a closer look at your 7-day forecast to see how the weekend is shaping up and see if we're still dealing with some rain on the weekend. Nope, looks like it cleared out. Yesterday said Sunday for rain, but we're just dealing with wind, partly cloudy skies. Temps will actually be kind of elevated for the weekend too, 51, 57, but we're cooling off next week.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC.
Now for more on the stories you've seen here today, head over to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. I'm Ken Buffa. More news coming up.
The latest from Newsday in high school sports.
And be part of the action when I take your questions. Email me, text me, hit me up on X, Instagram, make a phone call. We're going to have a great time all season long.
Sarah sounds off.